Hi everyone, this is Dave George with Seniors Marketing Academy, and in this video we're going to discuss Spark by ClickBank. Do you really need it? But before we dive into this training program, if you like this video, please click the subscribe button below. And if you really want to get started today with an evergreen business that is easy to follow, then do check the link in the description below where you can learn a very simple, effective, and user-friendly way to start building an online business today. Hi, here we are in your Spark student dashboard. Now you have the Spark 100 level courses, the 7-day challenge, and the campfire. This is a separate purchase, so we're not going to discuss it in this video. So we're going to go into the courses, and when you first get started, it's going to say start training, and the initial thing that's going to take you to is the 7-day challenge. I reviewed that in a prior video, so take a look at that and see if you really can get your first sale in 7 days. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go down to course 1, which is the first steps. Okay, here in course 1 we have the first steps. As you can see, it's a 4-minute video. It just goes into detail introducing basically ClickBank to you if you're not already familiar with ClickBank, and how happy they are to have you on the site. So it's just a quick fluff piece that you'll go through pretty quickly. Now in course 2 we get into Internet Marketing 101. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It gets into the evolution of online marketing in lesson 1, the different types of internet marketing that's out there. Lesson 3 gets into terms, ideas, and concepts, like what is a CTR, for example, a click-through rate, those kind of terms, things that you are probably already familiar with, and top internet marketing channels. Again, everything doesn't take very long. It's 4 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 4 minutes. It's just a quick overview. In case you're brand new to internet marketing, it'll help you get familiar with that. But if you've been around the block a few times, you probably won't learn a whole lot in this course. Okay, here in lesson 3, how ClickBank fits in. Basically what this does is just promoting ClickBank, and how by using ClickBank you're going to have access to affiliate sites. If you're going to be a vendor, how you can promote your product. That's just a quick ad basically for ClickBank. Okay, in course 4 we're talking about product owners. 3 sections. The first one is digital products. An ebook is a perfect example. Physical products could be like supplements, and hybrid examples is a combination of both. If you're selling a yoga program that's all on video, but you also want to add other items like a yoga mat, you can do that, and then it's a hybrid example. That way you're selling both the digital product and a physical product. Okay, in course 5, which is affiliate marketing, there's basically 3 lessons as you see. What is affiliate marketing? Which is all I do is take 5 minutes to explain what it is. Most of you already know what it is, so there's no sense me reviewing it with you also. Now, what's in it for me? Talks about how you can make money doing affiliate marketing. I kind of didn't like this because they did the old showing pictures of people living the internet lifestyle, working from your beach and partying and so on and so forth. I think that gets to be a little bit shaky when it comes to promoting affiliate marketing. So I wasn't a big fan of that. And the last one was do's and don'ts. Like do's, for example, what you want to make sure that you're not doing is you're not spamming, you're not sending out negative ad campaigns. Where the do's are, promoting high quality products, a product that you believe in, something that you would buy yourself. Now in course 6 we're getting into direct response psychology. And this actually I like this a lot. It gets into what motivates people to buy, and it gets into what they call the PASS formula, which is problem, agitate, and solution. Basically, what you want to do is find out what the problem is, promote that product, basically describe it even better than the person who's suffering from that problem, so they can really get to the fact that you actually feel what they're going through and understand what they're going through. And then you can agitate by going into more detail about it, and you can expand upon their negative feelings and how they're really just suffering from this problem. And then, of course, offering the solution and how you can help them with that. And it gives a couple of examples here that you can see, that you can look at, so that you can have a better idea of what they're referring to. Okay, course 7, we're talking about compliance. We're talking about making sure that you don't get in trouble with the Federal Trade Commission, the Food and Drug Administration, by making claims that you can't support. So it goes into using different terms and what you should watch out for, what you can use, what you shouldn't use. So it's a quick video, but it's an important one to watch. Okay, in course 8, we're talking about what makes an online offer. And as you can see, there's 10 different lessons here, so it has a lot of information in here. But as you can see, it goes by pretty quick. From your ad copy to your landing page, gets into lead magnets, which you can promote as a lead magnet, your email follow-up in sequence with that, Talk about retargeting. Those are where you send out ads to people who maybe have visited your website but they haven't purchased. Get into hop links, which is what ClickBank calls affiliate links, and how to use them. One thing that's important to note, they talk about the fact that ClickBank hop links are only good for 60 days. So if you're promoting an offer, somebody looks at the site, they click on the link, but they don't purchase. And then 3 months later, they click on another site and they purchase through that link. It goes to that second person. Then it gets into the importance of different sales copy and how you should keep it simple. And of course, then into the offer page where you get into like scarcity and making sure that if you're using scarcity or urgency, that you're careful on how to use that and use it properly. Then the order form, you want to keep it easy to fill with minimal information. You don't want to have people fill out so much information they get scared off or they don't want to purchase at that point. Then of course the thank you page, which you want to make sure is fresh and clean, and that when they go to any kind of link that takes them to the service they bought or the product they bought, it actually gets them to where they want to be. Okay, here in course 9, content types. This is getting into the different types of content that you'll be sending out to your prospective buyers, your email subscribers, your YouTube subscribers, and so on. So it gets into like blogging and how that's important, and you want to make sure that you post regularly, you have a clear call to action, and so on. Then, of course, in lesson 2, you get into the longer form content. You know, with blogs, sometimes you'll see people only have 300 or 400 or 500 words. The long form is a little bit more involved. It's more like 700, 1,000, 1,500 words, but make sure that it has value in it. You don't want to fill it with a lot of fluff because you'll lose the reader's attention. Then in case studies is the next thing that you want to look at. That's longer content and provides even more value. Users are more likely to stay with your study if it has a lot of good value in it. White papers can be also a form of case studies where you get into presenting a lot of good, strong information like a research paper or an essay. Makes you seem like you're very knowledgeable in the subject and very informed. Ebooks is another thing that you can use. They can be short, they can be long, they can be just a few pages, they could be 100 pages, but make sure that it provides a lot of value, again, not filled with a lot of fluff, and it engages the reader from the start. Infographics is something that's used a lot in social media, and you want to make sure that it has a lot of good information in there, that it aligns with your users and what they want, that it has a clickable link in it, and that your logo or any other brandable information's in that infographic. Lesson 7, we get into templates and checklists, like 8 tips to lose weight in 30 days, for example. That would be an example of a checklist. Now, you want to make sure that you keep it very simple, branded. You don't want to have a lot of fluff in it. Be very direct, and it goes into details on how to do that. Now, video content, something that it also talks about creating, whether it's using like a YouTube video or including a video inside your blog. But again, you want to make sure that's used as part of your overall plan. In course 10, we're talking about the tools of digital marketing, and it goes into email service providers. It does recommend a couple. I would definitely check a couple out. Aweber is free for the first 500 subscribers, and it costs more. SendLane's pretty pricey, so you might want to look at something different than SendLane. Another one I use, for example, is GetResponse, and it's free for the first 30 days. They do have a $19 a month subscription that you can use, whereas SendLane is like $80 some after the first 14 days. Click tracking is where you can actually track where people are clicking on your website, and they have a couple of different software providers that they recommend. Then we get into landing page creators, and of course, again, they promote Convertri. Don't get stuck on Convertri just because they recommend it. There are other ones out there that are less expensive. For example, I use Thrive. Thrive is a great tool. It's a lot less expensive. The difference with Thrive is, as opposed to $80 some a month with Convertri, Thrive is $19 a month, but the difference is Thrive does require that you pay the full membership for a year. So you're paying the whole $19 a month, and it comes out to like $228 a year, I believe. And there are other ones out there that you can look at that may be more affordable, but make sure you get something that has value, that you're going to be able to use easily, and that has the look that you want to have, that has a nice, good professional look. Now, graphics programs, what they do suggest is Canva. Canva is a very easy graphics program to use. It has several templates that you can use. It does have a pro version, a paid version, but you won't need it, especially initially. They have great content in there that you can just copy and paste, make changes very easily to help you get started. Now here we are in course 11, outsourcing. As you can see, it's only one lesson, which is great. It's only 4 minutes, and it basically talks about how by outsourcing you're saving time and you can get things done professionally. And of course, as you can see, it has 3 different sites that you can take a look at and find people that can help you with whatever issue that you're having. Of course, here we are in course 12, understanding memberships. This is kind of a cool site. If you have an interest in creating a membership site, it talks about the advantages of having a membership site. For example, you get a recurring income coming in because people are paying every month to use your content. Matter of fact, Spark by ClickBank is basically a recurring membership. So there's the best example. And of course, it talks about how you can offer a free trial for a while to get people to start utilizing the membership site and then get, for lack of a better term, hooked into it. So it goes into it a little bit. As you can see, it's very quick though. It's 6 minutes. And of course, again, they want to promote Convertry one more time because they haven't done it in a video or two. Okay, now we're in course 13, Affiliate Quickstart Guide Part 1. Now, if you've been going through this training and your main goal is to be an affiliate, we finally got to where you want to be. Okay, in lesson 1, we get to the ClickBank affiliate, explains what it is, how you can generate income by becoming an affiliate with ClickBank. Talks about how the commission is generally around 75% for digital products, but it's less for physical products. And of course, the ease of being able to become an affiliate. Lesson 2 gets into picking the category and the product, how to properly do that. Ask yourself questions about what you want to do and how you want to do it. What is your motivation for getting into a certain category so that you can sell properly? Lesson 2 is picking the category and the product. And basically what it wants you to do, if you haven't already decided what category you want to work in, it helps you try to get in your mind where you want to go, what you want to focus on so that you can promote the product that you want to promote, and you want to promote it in something that you have an interest in. And then lesson 3 is choosing your first offer. By going to the marketplace, it gets into how to find the product that you should want to promote. Talks a little bit about gravity and what gravity is there. Gravity, basically at ClickBank, is an algorithm that goes into a lot of sales over a period of time, minus any kind of like refund rate and how popular it is going at that time. So it's something that they don't go into a lot of explanation about what it is, but it's geared around those 3 factors. So if I have a high gravity, that means there's a lot of interest in it, also a lot of competition. And they don't tell you to get shy away from having a lower gravity, because if you find a product that is fairly new and it's a fairly new area that may have a lot of potential interest going forward, something with low gravity can still work for you. But if it's an area that there's already a lot of different products in that marketplace and has a low gravity, you got to kind of be careful that you're not picking something that you're going to have difficulty making sales with. Okay, course 14 is basically a continuation of the Affiliate Quickstart Guide. Now it gets into what is building a list and building a persona. Persona basically is the person you're wanting to target. So you want to figure out, okay, what is their age group, male or female, or it doesn't matter, what part of the world do they come from, so on and so forth. And then you want to get into building your lead magnet and opt-in form. Lead magnet, of course, we mentioned it before, it's something that you want to be able to offer somebody to entice them to provide information you want from them, which is basically their email address. Then again, it gets into choosing the email service provider, which we talked about before. Again, they're very big on promoting Aweber or SendLane, but again, there are other ones out there that might be better for you to try. Then the last lesson is free traffic tips and best practices. And so that gets into things like don't buy email lists, leverage social media, and make sure that you search online forums and social media platforms. Don't go in and start posting your links immediately and so forth. So they have a lot of good tips when it comes to free traffic. Okay, now course 15, 16, and 17 are mainly geared for those people who are wanting to sell a product. Of course, 15, we're talking about creating your first ad, and talks about the fact that digital ads are looking to go up to $500 billion in advertising by 2023. And it gets into the components of a successful ad. Talks about 7 different components, like appeals to a specific group, is backed by solid research, has a well thought out budget, and so on and so forth. And then, of course, going back to using your persona for initial research, who is it you're targeting, what is their specific challenges, and so on. And then lesson 3 gets into picking your first marketing channel: Facebook and Instagram, Twitter, Google, doing SEO, so on and so forth. And then, of course, crafting your message in lesson 4, where you want to design ads that will maximize the response that you want to receive. And then lesson 5, bringing it to life. Basically, what you want to do is create a site that people will be attracted to. Again, they mentioned using Canva. And you can see it's a quick 3-minute video. It just gives you a quick overview. In lesson 6, it gets into optimization and analytics. It's telling you right at the very beginning, don't expect to knock it out of the park the first go around. It's going to take you a few times, which is good advice. Don't get down if you're not successful right off the bat. And it talks about the different tools you can use to measure your progress using ClickBank. Now, if you're really geared toward becoming a vendor on ClickBank, Course 16 is a good guide for you to start with. It gets into what the ClickBank vendor is and how to create your first digital product. Lesson 2 gets into how to format your product and create your first product outline and pricing for your product. In other words, do some research, see what other products are being sold on ClickBank that are similar to what you're wanting to promote. Okay, here we are in Course 17, Digital Product Quickstart Guide Part 2. This is the last course in Spark 101. And as you can see, it gets into Lesson 1, creating your sales pages, what to include on your sales page, what to include in your thank you page, how to maximize your sales through upselling, and so on and so forth. Then it talks about creating your thank you page, what the goals of your thank you page are, how you should provide a clear call to action, how you can provide different options within the thank you page. And then, of course, talks about how to launch on ClickBank, and it has a little link to how to do that. And then, of course, in lesson 4, maximizing your sales with upsells. And so you just don't have one product, but if they buy your initial offer, you can lead them to other products that you can also make sales that are aligned with the initial product that you're wanting to sell. And then, of course, lesson 5, it gets into using the ClickBank affiliate network, which is creating your marketplace listing and going to the navigation bar and creating your vendor settings and making sure that everything is listed properly so that when you finish creating it, it shows in ClickBank properly. And that's pretty much it. Other than the survey at the end, that's what you have to go through in terms of the ClickBank marketplace and setting up your vendor product. And this is it for your Spark by ClickBank review video. Okay, now that we've reviewed the training, let's talk about the likes and dislikes when it comes to the Spark by ClickBank training. Now, when it comes to likes, videos were short and to the point, which is great because you're not getting a lot of fluff. And the subjects were presented in each course in a very easy to follow way. Also covered how to become an affiliate marketer with ClickBank that will make new users comfortable. And it does show a good step-by-step guide on how to be a product vendor with ClickBank. Now, when it comes to dislikes, the intro and outro music will drive you crazy very quickly. If you've ever heard the Baby Shark song, think that song when it comes to the intro and outro music here. Constant promotion of certain products like Converter without mentioning other options. In one video, it was promoting the laptop lifestyle without making it seem that it wasn't hard to make money online. Also, there was no access to the advanced training without paying additional money for level 2 training. Overall, it is good basic training if you're new to ClickBank and affiliate marketing and or wanting to become a product vendor in the ClickBank marketplace. However, there's no need to pay $47 a month. This is a reoccurring commission basis that you pay every month for $47 a month. There's no need for that. It's just you watch the videos, you take notes, you download the guides, and you have everything you need to move forward without that additional expense. Okay, so that's my review of Spark by ClickBank. Now, if you like this video, please click the subscribe button below. And if you really want to get started today with an evergreen business that's easy to follow, then please do check the link in the description below where you can learn a very simple, effective, and user-friendly way to start building an online business today. Take care, everyone.